Goodness. Okay. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to do, you guys. I might just have to do a Twitch-only stream, but that would be very, very sad to anybody on YouTube. Okay, we're back. Oh, man. Not technology failing. Okay, let's go back over here. All right. Bear with me, you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back as we reconnect over here. Really gonna have to look into some new stream setups. I do like OBS a lot, don't get me wrong, but the crashing lately has been really bad. So any suggestions would be wonderful. I think Restream has their own system, I believe. We will work through them. Okay, so let's get back to the build. So our goal here, wow, we have a lot of spandrels. Completely accidental, by the way. Our goal is to have the elevators go down and then enter the rabbit hole. I just don't know if it's going to work because we have to go through the foundation. So I'm a little scared about that. I don't think it will work, but maybe if we are fortunate enough, maybe. Let's see, we'll have one over here. I think I'll want them going this way, actually. But I just don't know. Can't be placed inside foundation. Leave. I don't know if this is a good idea. Nope, nope. Not what I want. Okay, so those indents. They're gonna be going this way and that way. Oh boy. Is it right here? I can't judge the distance. Let me see. I think it's... Did that? I feel like they're not being placed correctly, but I just can't tell. Going down, down. They're definitely supposed to be together. I just can't tell where they're sitting. This is a problem. It's definitely not centered. Because here is this. Here's the rabbit hole. I can bring them in. Let me see. Because I think this is roughly symmetrical? Roughly. Like right there. And it doesn't want to go along the wall. Oh, I think I'm a little bit too far away. Okay. Let's do 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I hope we're all back, though. Thankfully, or hopefully, we're still here after all those technical difficulties. That was not fun. So, OBS, I might have to say goodbye to you. And I'm also not sure if OBS is doing that only through streaming. I don't know if it's only like a streaming issue or if it will happen through recording, because if it's happening through recording, we're gonna have a huge issue. I'll have to use a different source, different app, if you will. But we have this. I have a bad feeling this is not going to work, but I'm going to keep going. That's where this is. Interesting. And then we have one more layer down here. Oh, better yet, we need doors. Must be against a wall. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely conflicting. The puzzle here, so. The weird thing is, you guys, is I can't put this next to a wall. Am I having this the wrong way? Let's see. That is so weird. Help me, darlings. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's not letting me put it through the foundation. So there goes that. The issue is I can't tell where this is going, because I think it's right here. There should have been an easier way to do this. I just can't tell. What would be the wise way to do this? It's that foundation. Elevator here. My finger. Am I off? Should I be right here, you guys? I'm trying to think. And then this is the bottom layer. The fact that we need walls is strange here. And see, I'm off again. I'm magically off each time. I don't get that at all. Okay. I guess I will need a new approach. Let's see. Testing cheat. True. Move objects on. Okay. That is the frustrating thing about Sims 3, is the building is a little bit less intuitive, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to clear the basement out. I'm going to start fresh. We'll start fresh over here and then reconstruct. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to have a great time building this. So, we have the elevators over here. I'm going to do a very small room like this. Okay. Basement here. We're gonna go far down. I think this is the farthest I can go. Never mind. That went down farther than I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, thankfully the rabbit hole, if I'm not mistaken, the rabbit hole sort of disappears, if that makes sense. Because I need this tower. Should be good enough here. Should be. So when we go up, it disappears. Hope we don't have any... we have some shadow here? We have like some glitching shadow, so I might have to go lower. Might have to go a little lower here. Let's see. Okay. This is as low as we can go. That's fair. And then the elevator is gonna be over here. You're probably thinking, what the heck is this guy even building? Totally fair. We're gonna, we're gonna open this up over here and then drop in the tower. I am fearing, though, that we'll have the shadow still. Yeah, we have, like, the glitch of the shadow. It's not my favorite thing in the world. They just made this thing too big, honestly. Oh, so, Flower Power, I'm building a resort, but I need the rabbit hole to go with the resort. So, as opposed to putting this giant tower over here, this is obviously, this makes no sense. Like, we're in a very nautical sort of like country club, so having this tower here makes no sense. I'm trying to hide it. And I don't have any mods or anything, so I don't have like a rabbit hole rug per se. I can try making this maybe larger, but... Oh, hey, D'Angelo, welcome. How you doing? I'm trying to hide these really busted rabbit holes over here. Who thought it was a good idea to make this thing this large? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Hezekiah. And the thing is, it peaks up because it's so tall. So if I come back up here... Oh, I think I got it. I think I resolved the shadow. We are yes, we're building a country club. So obviously, we didn't want this old thing back here. And this world doesn't have any mods or CC, so I said, you know what, we're gonna bury this. We're gonna bury this sucker in the ground. I'm doing well. It was kind of a bumpy day for me, but I'm not gonna like get into it too much. But it's okay. I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. Don't suppose you can downsize like on no. Yeah, you can't, Hezekiah. Like with the brackets, no. One thing, D'Angelo, if you know, are we able to go through a foundation with the elevator? I've seen some people say yes if you align the elevator shafts correctly, but I don't know if that's true. I feel like that's a lie, that the elevator can go through the foundation. I don't think it can, but I'm wondering if you know the answer. Because I built in The Sims 3 before, but I've never had an elevator go down through a foundation. I know for stairs you can't. You have to build, or rather, you have to remove part of the foundation, then have the stairs go down into the ground itself. But the elevator, I'm not sure. I don't think it works through a foundation. So if it doesn't, I'll have to figure out something slightly different for this. Oh, I wish I knew that, but I'm the least qualified builder that ever was. That's fair. That's fair. You were streaming for a long time, by the way. Are you like a full-time content creator? I am definitely not. I have a very atrocious schedule. My schedule has become whenever Townie is available. I don't know if I want to take a chance on this, you guys. I can try it. I can try it out and then maybe have a sim try it. My hopes are very low. My hopes are very low here. You'll also notice that they don't snap easily either. Yes, Sims 3 has been so addictive. LOL, yes I am. Oh, that's cool. Oh yes, Sims 3. Sims 3 is the one. It doesn't snap. That is so weird. So I don't think it's registering. Dang. Okay, so funny enough, it's not even snapping this way. So maybe I'm like, did I need a wall or something here? If I do like something like this. It won't snap. And I know like move objects will not do the trick because it won't connect properly. Okay, we got an issue. I should have just stuck with the stairs. I should have stuck with the stairs. Oh man. I should have stuck with the stairs. I'm mad now. I had the stairs already set up. I mean, I can just reboot the lot, but the stairs were not in the best place either. So, the other thing too is if I do the elevator, there's going to be a gap over here because the height is not going to be the same. So, yeah, okay. I'll figure it out. It'll be all right. It will be okay. With that being said, we do need like a divot like this. We're gonna have to dip down a little bit. Maybe just one set of stairs too. Let me see. Oh, I forgot that we have to do this. Yeah, we have to do this. Okay. So much problem solving, you guys. So much problem solving. Do 2. And then hopefully drop it down low. And attempt to extend this down Let's see. There might not be enough space. Blocked by wall. Okay. Little by little, we're gonna figure this out. How are we doing, you guys? Are we excited for the new year? We're excited to see what 2026 has to offer. Doesn't even want to snap. Oh goodness. The struggle over here. Yes, 2026 is going to be amazing. I hope so. I hope so. I think it'll be better than 2025. We're gonna manifest it. I don't care if like if the ish goes down, we're gonna manifest something better for next year for sure. So this is weird because is this blocked by the wall? What am I missing here? Am I not extending the wall correctly? I'm not extending it. Okay. What are we manifesting for 2026? I hope so too. And hi, D'Angelo. Hello, hello. Yes, we do need some hope. We do need some positive things for next year. This is not working. This is not working at all. I can do one, maybe? I had it. I had it earlier. I had it earlier, you guys. Why did I make everything so messed up over here? I'm gonna restart. Okay, I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna pause this. Let me just hide the screen for a second. We're gonna reboot because this is not it. Let's see. Go to main menu and exit. Okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. The elevator thing was not working. Okay, here we go. Hezekiah says, hope it is better. 2025 wasn't exactly the best. Yeah. For me, the past 2 years have been very bumpy, unfortunately. Between like love and career and unfortunately mental health, the last 2 years have been bumpy. So the beginning of my 2024 was not very good. It got better, then ended badly, and 2025 began badly. Then things improved, took a little downturn in the summer, and then things have improved for the most part. Mostly with like career stuff. Personal life, not so much. Just in terms of like love and family, it's been bumpy. So we shall see. And don't get me started about politics. I will not shut up about that. That is in the hole right now. This build's gonna be worth it. I already know this will look to you when you're done. I appreciate that. I'm trying, D'Angelo. I mean, I got a whole world to build, you know? So this is gonna be a task. But at least these work. I'm gonna test it out with this guy over here. These should go down to the bottommost layer, and we also don't have the shadow coming in. I did make the basements way too large, though, so I think I'm gonna shrink those. But the stairs will work. I love how that's just floating there. There we go. Okay, let's see. So let's do a test. You must check in. Okay. Let me also get rid of all these things here. No attendant. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold up. Who's gonna let us in? Politics is the last thing I want to talk about. Had more than enough of it for my... Oh. Yeah, I hear you. I almost had, like, I had kind of a mini-ish breakthrough with my mom about politics. And that lasted till, like, 5 in the morning. It was very late. Okay, she's angry because she's trying to get to this. Okay. Don't worry, girl. We got you. We're gonna fix this. But yeah, it is very exhausting. I do agree. I was much more involved with everything, like, as the year was going on, and then I unfortunately became one of those people that where I'm like, I'm just so tired, and I don't really know what to do anymore. I don't have a lot of influence or power or money, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I had kind of a defeatist mindset. Like, I have hope things will improve, but I was just like, I'm just caring so much, but I feel like I can't do very much, so I'm like, you know what I mean? It's one of those, like, situations where you're like, you know, I feel morally and ethically right for caring and being so passionate about it, but realistically, I'm like, I don't know what to do about how I feel, you know? And I think that's how a lot of people felt as well. You know, as the year went on, it felt very hopeless. Last Kitty, hello. We also have our friend Kitty Haas over on YouTube. Your twin is back here, Kitty. If you're also here on YouTube, your Twitch soul sisters here. Last Kitty. I'm hanging in there, Last Kitty. I'm hanging in there. Hope you had a good holiday. I have no idea what the wallpaper will be yet. I kind of want to get a wallpaper down. Let me see. I like paneling of some kind. Let's see. Probably not the... We're thinking nautical. And ritzy. Not that ritzy, though. That's even a little too ritzy. That is closer. Not that. Let's see. Got island living. Some of these are wild. This is actually not too bad. I'm going to recolor it, though. We're going to recolor it. Okay, well, I'm feeling a little bit more high energy. Let's see. I'm going to open up some good old channel redeems for anybody who's a member right now. So for those that are, and if you are subbed on Twitch, you also get these. You can change the music station. You can do a tarot reading on stream. You can start a poll or cue accent time. Let me actually put this... Oh, I can do it only on YouTube, but... We do have some redeems, I believe, that are on Twitch. I think you can either redeem a tarot reading or change the music station. I do have to add the other two things, though. Last Kitty said, I did thank you. I had a blast at my parents' place. I've just been playing a bit of Sims 4 today. Sounds good to me. I was also at my parents' place. What are you up to in Sims 4? Are you building? Gameplay? Mixture of both? Cass? I'm actually not very familiar with a lot of, like, Cass players. Like, people who just only go in to build characters. I think that's probably, like, the play style I identify the least with. I do like building, but I do enjoy gameplay as well. But yeah, I think there are a few, like, not a few. There is a smaller portion of the Sims community that just does Cass. But I think they're just a rarer breed overall. But let me know if you guys know anybody who plays The Sims like that just for Cass. I know that there are people that just build, but I don't know anybody that does just CAS. Okay, let's see what we got for wood over here. Let's see. Definitely don't like this. I don't mind like a little bit of texture, but I'm not quite sure what texture just yet. The wood's also not going in the right direction. The grain. Let's see. I could almost see this working in a different color if it was very muted or something. Kind of like this. I can see it working. I can see it working just a little bit. Can I add just a tinge of mint or something in there? Ooh, it's too much mint. Something like this, but the wood is not quite right yet. I like that wood better. Not the right color, though. Let's see. Is it too much grain? I don't know. Let me see what else we have. Because I don't want it to be like very, very old wood either. We have this one here too. They're all kind of similar, I think. Actually, this one looks worse, maybe. Looks a bit worse. Let me see. I think I'll leave this for now, but I think I'll have to go back to it. I did kind of want a more green stripe over here, so let me see. I love the customization in Sims 3, but it's a very slow process because it just takes so much work to make things feel right. If that makes any sense. So lots of options, but because of that, it's a slower process. Whereas I think in The Sims 4, a lot of the options are just designed to work together by nature. These feel very eclectic, like they're just all very different. So it takes a lot of manual adjustment here. Oh my god, you guys, I'm ready to play Date Everything. I almost want to do it tonight. I don't know if anybody's up for that, but I kind of want to have some fun to end the year off. Let me know if you guys are up for it, because I'm ready. I want to add like another game to the stream. I played a little bit of it at my friend's place and it was a lot of fun, so I might do it. That wood is just so rustic. That's not really the vibe. It's not it. It's just not it right now. Let me see. So that one is correct? Is it this one? Ooh, it's not. What is this one? That's that one, okay. That's not even the half of the chaos on that game. Yeah, I did unveil like part of the story, and it's really creepy. Like if it is what I think is happening, because I did see some of it, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. There is kind of like a little bit of a horror element to it. If I did see what I thought I saw in the game with what was happening. Did you play through all of it, Hezekiah, or did you just see like little bits and pieces? I'm not having a good time with this wood, you guys. Let me see. There are too many that look alike, and I'm forgetting which ones I'm choosing. Oy vey. Is it this one? It's not the color I want, but I'm trying to get the wood grain to be close. Oh, I could do it in white as well. I could do it in white. Let me see. In what game? Oh, of Date Everything. That one. D'Angelo says, I love cast when I'm a little tired of gameplay. I love character creation in every game, though. Yeah, that's true. Last Kitty says, I'm doing some gameplay. I'm doing one of the scenarios. It's called Well-Rounded. I have to complete my aspiration, have 3 friends, and be at level 3 in my career. Right now, I only have 1 friend, and I haven't finished my aspiration, but I'm level 4 in my media production career. Where did that one come in? Media production. Where did that one come in? I'm curious. Media production. Was that in Get Famous? I can't remember. Oh man, I have the color I want for this. Like in my head, I just... The color wheel is not color wheeling right now. Let me see. I could just go for like a flat color too. Let me see. That? I want like something in this territory. Maybe not on the white though. Let me see. The wood is just very extreme. Like the grain on it is very harsh. Like it feels too weathered down, if that makes any sense. That's better, I think. Let me see. That's a better wood. Not the right color, but we can get it to the right point. I think this is the wood grain. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It serves my memory correctly, yes. Oh, that it's, yeah, that it's from, yeah. Yeah, that it's from, Get Famous. I wanted to say Showtime so bad, but it's not that. Oh my goodness, badass. Hello, it's been so long. How have you been? How was your holiday? But yeah, I don't know. I'm like itching to play that game now. I'm like, should we wait for tomorrow, you think? It's a great late night game, I will say that. And the way I was playing Date Everything is I was choosing options that I would do in real life, depending on how that character was. Ooh, these marbles are very... a little bit much. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's a slightly better marble. Let me see. Good, how about you? YouTube never told me you were streaming till now. Oh, really? Have you been missing the other streams? I haven't streamed a lot lately, but I have been on definitely like every single month at least, for the most part. At least towards the end of the year I was. Oh, you did receive those, or I'm trying to make sure I understand correctly. Or you didn't receive those notifications either? The notifications have been very wonky, so I understand if not. Okay, this is looking a little better. I'm still not sure about the whole wood situation. I have like the wood I want in my mind, but it's not translating perfectly. But does it say country club, Nautical Country Club? I would say yes for the most part. Let's see. They never showed. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. Sorry to hear that. Also, Hezekiah, if you're here, did you get my message about a certain show that I'm sure many of you have been watching? Let's get some curtains in. And let's see, what is the look I want? I can go pretty old-fashioned with it, but I do want more of a nautical look. So let's see. These are all very antique looking. What is this? This is from Ambitions. What do we have here? A little too casual. Let's see. Are these shutters? We have shutters. Lovely. I always like these, but I have to put them separately. Could do something like that. Give me like drabby chic over here. Oh my goodness, CJ is rating in. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see who we have. We got a lot of people coming in. We got Naya, hello. Thero, hello. Tiana, hello. Beep, hello. Hello, CJ. Zekex. Hope I'm saying your username right. Oh, Naya, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Concat, hello. I just saw you earlier, Concat, in a different stream. Legacy Chronicles, hello. Welcome, welcome. You can call me Z. I like that. Welcome in. I saw CJ was going hard with that Mario Kart. We meet again. Yes, we do. Oh my, I would love to play Mario Kart. It has been a while since I have played. I do prefer Smash. I used to be awful at Smash, though. I used to just choose Wii Fit and spam the volleyball, because that's all I knew how to do in the beginning. But welcome in, everybody. It's always a good time at CJ, so you don't have to ask. Lass says, hey CJ, how's it going tonight? I hope your stream went well. Thero says, I hope the tarot reading was good. Oh, Thero knew. The gossip, darlings. They were after him in Mario Kart, went from like 1 to 15 3 times. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I was playing another game with my friends. It was pretty much like Mario Kart, but in like the Sonic universe, and that always happens in those games. You'll be first, and then somebody will like bop you out, and you get hit with a bunch of items. And then you're like FUCKED. It's like, good luck. Usually the best you can do is if you're in the lead and you get bumped down to last place, the best you can usually recover is like somewhere in the middle. Like you're lucky if you can get back to like, I don't know, like 10th place or 8th, you know? Thero says, Concat told us about the tarot readings as we were about to raid you. Oh, that's fair. Yes, we do it. We did do that earlier, but that was over on Le TikTok. So now we're working on our little resort, our little country club, if you will. I heard rumors about a Royals pack for The Sims. Yes, badass. Yes. I've heard the same thing. I've heard the same thing as well. Which, I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Is it too late in the game, you guys? A Royals pack? I don't know. I feel like EA is the Titanic right now, and the Titanic is going down. is going down. So I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be lucrative anymore. I think a lot of people will be in protest, honestly, so I don't really expect high sales for it, you know. It's looking rough. It's looking rough for The Sims. If it's done right, it could be good. Yeah, I agree. DJ was locked in. Yes, absolutely. DJ said it was good, and I'm okay just getting better. That's fair. Z says it's making me want to play The Sims Medieval. Yeah. Sims Medieval was a good time. I didn't play a lot of it though, but it was fun. But yeah, Royals. I think it's been like the whole like Royal gameplay has been requested for a while. So there definitely is a community for that. I mean, I would be interested in it as well. But you know how I feel about The Sims with the way things are. Will it be the last? I don't know. The Sims is very all over the place, so it's very hard to tell where things are headed, unfortunately. I need references, you guys. I'm trying to do this nautical theme, but I don't have a clear vision of how I want this to be. You know, is it Victorian? Is it nautical? I don't want it to be too old either. Let me see. Let's see. Ooh, that's not it. None of that, is it? We'll have to do like nautical New England interior design. That's what we're looking for. Cape Cod. There you go. Yep, absolutely. A lot of them are very white. Lots of white. Ooh, I like this aesthetic. Let me see. I've got one over here. Let me do this. I'm gonna reference it. Because I had this kind of green color scheme, but I'm not too sure about it just yet. DJ loves nautical. That's fair. Badass on YouTube says they forgot about the bands and music pack they hinted at. Oh. You're right. Yeah. That's been very requested. I feel like that should have been combined with Get Famous. Or put into maybe one of the other packs at this point. I don't even know. City Living. It's very messy. I don't believe what they say, honestly. I don't know. I feel like they will try to keep milking it for everything they can. Yeah. Very true. CJ says, remember those houses from your world? And Concat says, yes, I love them. We love a good nautical. We love a good nautical. But yeah, I'm trying to reference a few things here. Let me see. Because I can see a little bit of like a nautical and old money possibility here. I'm checking out the rugs though, but these are kind of all over the place. I see some with wallpaper. A lot of them are just white. Maybe that would help if I go lighter. Let's try it out and see. But yes, I did mention earlier that I really wanted to play Date Everything. I think I want to play that tomorrow, but honestly, I don't know, you guys. I'm very tempted. I started playing it with a friend, and it was a lot of fun. The fun thing, too, is the way I play it. And this is like, anytime I play like a... I guess it's like any kind of like RPG game. You know, if I play something like Persona, if I play something like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3, sometimes The Sims, but not so much. I will usually try to choose things that I would do in real life. So in the dating situation, in the Date Everything game, that was really fun. There were times I was being very like, very, what's the word? Like if there was no chemistry, like very like, okay, like kind of respectful, but a little snide at the same time. Cause I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then some characters were like, ooh, and I would be like, let's push things along. Let's see how this can go here. It was fun. Yeah, badass. Pinterest is always the savior, to be honest. I'm pulling just from a Google search, and I think most of these are from Pinterest. Yeah, a few of them are. Some of them are from like interior design magazines. But yeah, I'm trying to get a sense of what we can do. Nautical, it's so funny. I can do it very easily in The Sims 4, ironically. And here, I'm needing a little bit more assistance because we don't have like the automatic, you know, correct swatches, if that makes sense. There's a lot of manual work that needs to be done in The Sims 3. As much as I enjoy it, it's a very slow process. So we could do like an all-white curtain, maybe with a little bit warm, a little bit. Hello, Ruby over on YouTube. Hello, hello. But yeah, I really want to play that. I don't know if I'm going to play it tonight or tomorrow, but it is there. If you guys are up for it, I might download it and play it for a little bit. We'll see. There were definitely characters that I was like, ooh, some of them are like, woo. I was like, yeah, we're gonna pass on them. But it's expected. It's a video game, so certain characters are kind of over the top, you know? Yeah, this is stumping me right now. Let me see. This is stumping me. I think what's also not helping is the lighting is not too good, so maybe I should bring in some kind of light. Let's see. Good old chandelier, perhaps? These don't snap? Oh, man. They're setting us up for failure over here. Let's see. I actually like these. They're not quite the right style, but... yeah, I do like a good navy as well. Trying to figure out everything. There's just a lot of white in these pictures, like white walls. Some of them also have like white drapes. Might also be the paneling. Let me see. But I agree. I do like a good navy. There's a lot of stripes. There's a lot of stripes as well. I could go even darker on here. Let's see. What could do the trick? Sometimes things also don't translate well. I used to build like a lot of things from real life and I'd be like, this is the right object. But sometimes it just doesn't translate with the lighting in the game too. Let's see. Let me find one that really resonates with what I'm doing. I do know I want some kind of panel. We have lots of white. We could even do like a beige curtain over here. Let's see. A frame picture. If you don't want the room too cave-like, you can just have pops of navy. That's true. Let me fix the rug. Maybe the rug will help a little bit. I want to do wicker, like a wicker or rattan texture, I guess the word would be, for the border, and then something a little bit more just basic rug light. Let's see. Weave and wicker. We could do this, and then for this portion, let's see what we have. I think a good flat color. Ooh, I kind of like that vibe. Okay. Okay. There's hope. There's a little bit of hope there. No longer liking the marble here, so we can change that. We're gonna get through this together. Yes, we are. Let's see. We could do wood, we could do metal, let's see. The driftwood could be an interesting quality. Good choice for the rug. I'm glad you like it. We're gonna go with that nice cream, that grayish. Hey, the good thing about having a grayish living area, whether it's an apartment, a condo, a house, is that you can really transform it with the things you put inside. I actually moved to an apartment that was very grayish when they did the renovation, and I didn't like it. I honestly didn't like the apartment very much in the beginning. But because it was just so neutral, it was just so easy to design for it, if that makes sense. Or like I can put like mood lighting everywhere, or I can bring in pops of color easily without it like conflicting with something else, you know? So I was like, okay, I don't feel as bad. It doesn't feel as like sterile anymore, you know? I'm gonna lay down. I think friends will be lurking here. Take care, everyone. Sleep well and or have a wonderful night. That sounds good, Z. Thank you for popping on in. It is pretty late. Ooh, this is huge. Love that, but it's too big. It is pretty late, so totally understand. Okay, we do need a nice painting over here, or a set of some kind. Let's see. A tapestry. I don't want any of the magical ones. That makes sense over there. It's coming. See, it's coming together. It's coming. You can't shrink it. You can't shrink it, badass. There's no shrinking in The Sims 3. Ooh, I love it. What do we think, you guys? I think it's coming together. I'm gonna bring in some plants. I do like some greenery here. We're gonna make some sitting areas as well. Man, that Sims... You know, I had this nice realism going on, and then Sims 3 said, green, we want green. And green I got. Like, this is more of the green I wanted. They have some really nice non-magical paintings from Supernatural. True, true. The ones that don't change overnight, yeah. That's hilarious, though. We got green. That's a better green. Let me see what else. I don't have all the packs installed for this world build. I will definitely get more later. I'm going to try to buy them. I'm definitely not buying them from EA, that's for sure. I'm going to try to buy them from, hopefully maybe like pre-owned packs or just through some other seller that's not EA because, yeah. I do want plants here, though. Let's see. I just don't have a lot available right now. We got like a little ficus situation. We might be stuck with a green plant. It's okay. We can live with it. I do like the plant. The green's just like, wow. We said we wanted green, and we got it. Need some of the IP. Oh, Island Paradise. I'm trying not to make it too tropical because we are away from the beach, so we're up on the mountain here, so... In theory, yes. In theory, yes, I would want that, but... Let me see. Yeah. So I can either do a big area rug, I could do this again. Probably do this. It's fill the space up. It's looking good though. I have to figure out this situation. This is the thing going down here to the rabbit hole. So that I've been trying to close off somehow. This has been a pain, but oh no, that's like the one I've never actually ever had that pack. I've never been like big into like science fiction, so I never got it. It's a really good pack from the looks of it. It's just not really my gameplay style. But there is a lot of cool stuff in that pack. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to hide this area down here. I kind of want it to be part of the building instead of it being outdoors to get to the rabbit hole. So we'll see. I'll use it for decorating. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, let me see. Oh, I already put in all of this everywhere. Okay. Let's recolor some of it. This is a huge building, so this is going to be a long build. This is probably one of the biggest builds in the world. If I zoom out, let me see. Let me save. I'm going to save before this thing crashes on me. There'll be a lot of like suburban houses here, but this is definitely a more intensive build. Most of these will be houses. Some of these will be more intensive, the farms and whatnot. There's a lot, okay? It's gonna take a whole nother year to get through this, if I'm lucky. But we will get through there. Little by little. Oh. Okay. So, let me see how we can do this. So the crappy thing about this area is if I were to cover it up, I know that we're probably going to run into some lighting issues here. I can roof over it if I wanted to. Let me see. How do I want to do this? If I wanted this to be on the inside, we have the stairs going down. I do need, unfortunately, the foundation back. Let me see. Oops. Thankfully, we have some Sims 3 builders in here, so just in case I need some advice. Yeah, I thought hedge tooth arrow, but I think what I wanted was for it to be part of the building and not outside, if that makes sense. I know it shouldn't matter because it's just going to a rabbit hole, but I'm just very weird like that. Because in theory, like, it would be odd to have, like, the stairs randomly outside of, like, okay, let's go to your room. We're going to escort you through the lobby, back out into the pool area, and then going down these mysterious stairs. So it's like, I do want to house them inside of a structure, you know? So I was thinking I can rebuild this. The lighting is not going to be right. Did it disappear? Yeah, lighting is not going to be perfect, but it'll be fine. Something like that, and I can do like stairs going down into this. At least I should be able to. Let me see. It's not going to look pretty, but it'll be functional, hopefully. Yeah, because I could do this. That will definitely work. And I will definitely cover this up. Let me see. Do it there. The stairs could actually go down this way. Let me see. Like, all right, y'all, it's not gonna be pretty, but it's gonna work. It ain't gonna be pretty. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just, unfortunately, can't close. Yeah, I can't close that off. I wanted to put like an archway over it, but stairs might be. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see. Like this. I see. I think I can maybe put columns around it just to kind of hide it a bit more. Oh no, what are we intersecting? The railing? What are we intersecting here? What am I? Can't intersect objects. Like, what am I intersecting over here? Yeah, it appears so. Oh, so that's going to be a routing issue then. Okay. Okay, let's rethink it. Let's rethink it. I think we're getting there, though. Okay. Let's do this. Let me try this out. Or maybe I can leave those for now. There are 2 ways to go up and down at least, so that should help. Box it in like this. I'll probably have to put lighting in the bottom layer. And then maybe delete the railing. Let me see. At least it looks more considered. It looks more considered, okay? We're gonna roll with that. That, some wood over here. We can do a bigger roof overhang. I wonder if I could even do this. Let me see. Whoa! The glitch! The glitch! Okay. Yeah, something like this. I don't know if I placed it the right way. I was a little short. Okay. Maybe if I place it more on the side. It might also be clipping it. Let me see. How far can we go? It's clipping it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's because of my spandrels that are getting in the way. Either that or there is not enough support. Let's see. Is that what is happening here? If so... okay. I have the vision for it. But... I'm a little rusty here. A little rusty with Sims 3 building still. But yeah, I can see that it's clipping away. It's clipping the roof portion out. So I think I have something. I I feel like I have to put, like, supporting roof pieces, if that makes sense. We will figure it out. Maybe that upper balcony could come out further. That's what I was originally going to do as well. I did kind of like the roof coming over it, though, so I'm going to see if I can make it happen. But if for some reason it doesn't work, that's probably the best thing we can do here. The problem is, I think I'm also missing supports. And that is going to be hard to add in. Dang. Okay, I think what I'd have to do is do this. Add in like a platform down here. And then do some columns and then delete them later. Yep. Hooray for the build hacks. Right? Yeah, thankfully I already had it on. Let me see. Mama always said if there is a will, there's a way. Aha. So, we can still have the balcony over. I do like this better than the weird stair situation. Alright, Sims 3. We're lagging. Lagging a little bit. Gonna be alright, though. One second. Okay. So, we have this. Wonderful. I can still bring back the spandrels. Let me see how they sit now. Okay, they're a little bit farther out from the roof. We can work with that, though. We can definitely work with it. So, let me do this. I think right here. Oh, that's as far as I can go down. Okay. Maybe I should have done that shorter. I can also do it like this. Let me see. Where did that leave us? Okay. I think this was the sweet spot, if I'm not mistaken. That's not bad. And then at this point, I should be able to do this. There we go. There we are, darlings. There we are. Okay. Now, let's delete that. Yeah, lighting is definitely off in the lower level, but I kind of expected as much. We're doing it. We're doing it slowly but surely. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that made the lighting worse. That made the lighting worse. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Really, the only thing I need to fix is the color. The color will definitely help a little bit. Oh, Samiz, hello, welcome in. You can buy debug, like, oh, like the square ones. Is that what you're referring to? Like the outline, the square, the invisible lights, if you will. Yeah, we're gonna need them because I don't think it'll work otherwise. Let's see. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's see. Oh no, I think it's undoing something. Let's see. Is it undoing the roof? No. Oh, it's undoing that. All right. Let me refresh my memory over here. All right. So we're thinking these. Ooh, you're right. That's a great solution. Thank you. Don't mind the invisible lights, darlings. It's definitely better than it being, it's definitely better than it being dark, for sure. I could even do maybe less of them. Let me see. Maybe it's just a bit too bright. Like that. Okay. The railing situation's a little funky, so let me see. Maybe I'll just delete those. The game doesn't freeze on me. I am building the Krusty Krab. Ooh, are you like using the kit or not? I think we froze. We froze. Oh no. There's still hope. Let me reset it. There we go. Okay. Let's see. The stairs can definitely be fixed as well if I go down here. Walls cannot intersect other. Yeah, I can't remember why this divot's there, but we can. The house stuff. Are you using the kit or no? Because it's in Sims 4, right? Sims 4 or Sims 3? Okay. Yeah, I like the 2x2s. Let's go down here. Hopefully that doesn't affect the routing. There we go. There we go. Sims 4, gotcha. That would be very challenging to do in The Sims 3. I'm not sure if anyone has done it, but more than likely someone has. Let's do... Yeah, it's getting very laggy now. Let me see. Didn't like me opening debug. Okay, and let's pull this palette down here. See if this is the right one. Yep, it is. Okay. I stink building in older games. That's fair. That's fair. It ain't easy. Okay. I almost don't mind these being a different color, but hey. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely have the match. Can I get the railing though? Alright, wonderful. We're making progress. Little by little. Give me 1 second, you guys. I think something didn't click correctly. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I have 100. 1 moment. Oh, it did work. All right. Making progress, making progress. Here we go. White over here. Love that for us. And then we'll do some over here. Lovely. Okay. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. I don't know if we're going to be able to completely not calibrate the color. Let me see. Yeah, I think we'll have to leave that as is. That's all right. I can probably bring back this though. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Love that. Okay. And let's see. Now we can just do some fencing across. I don't know if I have one that matches too well. Probably this one. We have this option as well. Not the picket fence. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be this one. That works for me. So here's the thing that I'm always like. Yeah, something that's a little bit trickier with The Sims 3 is the ease of replacing things that need to be recolored. So obviously it did not replace that whole segment. So I'll just go in and delete it and then rebuild. Oh, okay. one. There we go. Okay. It's doing that weird shadow thing, though, so I'm not sure how well we can resolve it. I could go back and add another one of these. Could be worse. Could be worse, though. If need be, I can put some hedges up. Let me also see what stairs we have over here. Pretty normal stairs, I'd say. Okay, so those are in. Let's see, do we have any greenery over here? We had this. We had like the fence hedge piece, which I don't really mind, but I think we need more of this. Something a bit more natural. We could have some up here. Could be cool if there was like a dirt texture. We could actually put something here if we want to cover up this bit a little bit. I might even do a different flooring. Let me see. Some stone, not marble. But yeah, I think I want something different down here. I'm just not sure what yet. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could try to find one that's a little bit more textured. Maybe like this. Let's see. I could maybe match the... Probably match the wall just a bit better. Let's see. You know, I could really match it if I wanted to with something like... It's a little risky, but it's kind of long. Oh, this is the grout. Okay. I see. Bit of blue, maybe. Can we kick it that way? Okay. Not bad. It kind of matches the foundation just a bit. Could be worse. Oh, snap. My stairs reverted by themselves. Anybody here playing Sims at the moment? I'm sure there is somebody. Gameplay or building. Okay. But at least that little moment is kind of self-contained. Definitely gonna put some lights out here. Legacy Chronicles, hello, playing Sims 2 over here. Cool. At some point, I'm gonna sit down and play The Sims 2 PC in more depth. I had a very like brief experience with it. I played a lot more of The Sims 2 on console before, because that's all I had access to growing up. But that was already a really great experience. And then I did get that, I think it's like the free Legacy edition that they offered. I'm not sure if it still functions, but I believe it does. So that I'm definitely going to take advantage of for sure. It's been a long time, actually. How long has that been, you guys? When they did that free Sims 2 giveaway? I feel like it's been at least 3 or 4 years, but I could be wrong. Sarah says, my Sims 3 is struggling ever since I had to upgrade to Windows 11. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you can run into those really crappy OS incompatibilities. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. For the lantern, I do want like a little tiny bit of rust in there. Just not to the extent that it is. Looking a little rough. There we go, that's a good texture. Okay. I don't know how people do these worlds, you guys. Like, I'm really excited for the world, but it's a long, very long process. I almost wish this building was a little smaller. But that's okay. We'll fill it up. We'll figure out ways to fill it up. All right, got some lights down there. Ooh! It disappeared. Hold on. There we are. Ooh! Where's it going? I don't know where it's going. Get to the second floor, please. To be fair, you have a lot of lots in your world. It's going to be worth it once it's done. I think so, too. It's a labor of love. Got some floating lights here. It's the only world I plan to build for the foreseeable future, so I definitely want it to be pretty well crafted, if that makes sense. I just don't have a lot of time to like stream and play anymore, but this is like my Sims passion project, especially as I like kind of drift away from Sims 4. This has definitely been keeping me occupied. Okay, we're looking better with some lights. I think we need some street lamps as well. Not those. Let's see. We got some heat lamps. Yeah, I think we'll need something more like this. Bring them in the park? Let's see. Oh, I have those. Is it these? Is this the same lamp? I think it's the same lamp. I can't tell. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's the right one. Okay. Let's put like 2 of these over here. It's quite dark outside. Okay. Let's get some spotlights. Ooh, yes. Love that. Wonderful. Fantastic, darling. All right. Whoa, we got some weird things going up here. This is from the roof piece that's intersecting. Okay. Let me just patch this up a little bit. I may make this whole attic fake, honestly. We'll see how it pans out. But yeah, I would have to fix that intersection. The intersection is very awkward. Otherwise, the space is usable. There is that. What's that linked to exactly? We have that over here? We don't have it over here. Okay, everything looks fine though. I just deleted that random little bit and it was all good. I took a chance. I took a chance and it paid off. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna open a can of worms, you guys. Who here has been watching a certain romantic hockey show? I am almost finished with it. The first couple episodes were a lot. But once you're able to get past those, I think the story progresses in a pretty good way. But I have to watch the final episode. Let's see, do I want lights up here as well? I'm always a little iffy about areas that are this dark. It doesn't even seem to be working. Let me see. It's floating, okay. Let's not have the light float. Let me see if this registers correctly. So floating. Oh, is it the roof piece? Ruby Heather says, I'm doing the Sims 400 baby challenge. Oh, Ruby. Bless your soul. Good luck with that. That is a very difficult challenge. I've seen CJ. Well, CJ's doing the Sims 3 version of that. That would be the nightmare challenge for me, honestly, because I don't like playing with like kids in the game typically, so having to deal with that many is crazy. But I hope it goes well. I don't have it in me to do it. I don't have it in me, fortunately. Okay. It's not looking too bad. This is the only weird piece that I might try to resolve. I might, to have this floor be usable, but if it's not, I will just let it be an attic. I just make it like storage space, who knows. I'm gonna take a little break from this though. I love the daytime view. I love that. It feels pretty realistic. For the most part. Love that. Let's see. Yeah, let me save. Make sure I can just open up Twitch over here. There we are. Reconnecting. There we are. Okay. Now, let's see. There's a lot. There's a lot we can work on. I might try to develop a little bit more of one more lot. I could do the school as well. I think the park is pretty much done. Let me just double check. I think we're close to finishing the park. Oh, someone has a picnic basket. Someone's been using it. So we have a little park over here with the grilling station, lovely gazebo. I am. Welcome in, gamer. Hello, hello. So there's that. Oh, we just had this area over here, but I don't know what to put in that area. What do I put there? I could be cheesy and put like a founder statue there, but not sure if I want to waste the space like that. Could do like a yoga in the park situation. We don't really have yoga in The Sims 3, but it could be there for aesthetics. I mean, this would be a neighborhood of, you know, the yoga mom. Attack of the yoga and Pilates moms. It would definitely be here. So we could do a few of these. I'm thinking we can do a like a boombox situation, maybe. Where is? Here it is. Okay. Just like one of these out in the world. I can see it in. Oh yeah, I think it is. I can see it through. Excuse me, I can see it through Restream, gamer. I don't know why. I can see it through Restream. I can't see it through YouTube. It's very weird. I'm like, are you being blocked or something? That's so strange. Timestamps, moderation activity, participants. Participants only show me. Top fans. You're there. You're in the top fans, gamer. I can see you right here. But your messages are not showing. Let me see. Community moderation. I don't think I accidentally like blocked you or anything because I can see the messages. User management. I have some hidden users here, but I don't think any of these are you. No. Some of these people are not supposed to be hidden either. I don't understand. I'm gonna delete most of the hidden users, and if they cause problems, I'll just delete them or hide them. But no, you're not here. I don't know. That's very strange. I don't know. That's very weird. So weird. Well, thankfully I can at least see the message on Restream, and you're still there as part of the chat, so I don't really know, honestly. So weird. All right, yoga in the park though. Yeah, some of them do have pretty hideous designs. That's somewhat realistic. Let me see. It's like we want them to be a little zany, but they still have to feel like they kind of fit with the world. Let's see, yoga mat designs. What would be on a yoga mat design? I guess things like this. Let me see. Isn't it funny to think, you guys? This is a little bit of like a... It's not a political topic, but it's definitely speaking to, like, you know, socioeconomic status. Isn't it funny to think that... How do I word this? Like, fitness is seen as a luxury. Like, I live in an area that's a little bit more ritzy. And fitness is a luxury. Like, if you can actually afford time or afford, like, memberships to places like this, like spas, like yoga classes, like, you know, good, like, higher end gyms, or you're just having time to run, like, it's... Fitness is seen as, like, this upper echelon activity, funny enough. It's such a weird thing to think about. And I guess the logic is you have more money to, like, take care of yourself. And if you're working a good job with normal hours, you'll have more of that time to also take care of yourself on top of being able to afford it. You know what I mean? Because what is every rich upper middle class lady gonna do? She's gonna take her little yoga Pilates class, you know? But yeah, I'm thinking... I like how I'm trying to be funky, but, like, have it be cohesive. That's the goal here. Something like that's not bad either. And then we have one more. That looks very uncomfortable. This looks like the... This looks like a rug that you, like, scrape your feet on. You scrape your shoes on these. Definitely not that. Could go geometric. Let's see. Oh, these are good. That's good. That one's also pretty good. I do like that one a bit more. Let me just color match a little bit. We're getting there. Getting there. Those really rough carpets, yeah. The shoe scraper ones. That's what they were. Yeah, that is like the one that you assign like your least favorite yoga student. Or if somebody really hates their wife, they're gonna give them that really rough one. Like, okay, honey, have fun in yoga. Enjoy the rug burn. You give that one to your cheating spouse, the rough one. The one that was like this. Where is it? Where is it now? Was it in this? The texture was something like this. It wasn't exactly this, but it was something like it. It was pretty bad. I love that. That's fun. Yeah, that feels yoga mat like. I think that's pretty reasonable. It works though, honestly. Ooh, I could put some towels. Ooh, that would be a good detail. Let me see. I mean, like you wouldn't leave them out in the open, but I mean, you know, it's Sims. These wouldn't be left out either. What do we think? Towels? Because we have... Are there towels? There's clothes. I'm pretty sure we have towels, though, in Sims 3. We have these. Which, I mean, maybe there's some use for it. I'm not sure. Maybe put them by the little speaker. It's gonna be very dark at night, though, so we'll do a lamp. We're lagging again. We're lagging. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. Okay, I did put them in the grass. I don't know anybody who does yoga at night. I don't think it's supposed to be done at night, to be honest with you. I think it's supposed to be done in the morning for the most part. It's like your stretch, if you will. I've seen some people do it later in the day, though, but... I mean, there is that. I do like it in the morning. The morning and the afternoon dew is pretty nice. So the park is pretty much done. Hooray for us. I have to redo the school. We lost the school, unfortunately. We lost it in the first iteration that we did. I'm trying to think if there's anything... for some reason, the draw distance is also not working in my game, so that's very frustrating. I want to see the trees. I want to see the trees and the foliage, but it's just not appearing. It only appears if I'm close, because these lots, for example, these aren't loading. I hope they didn't erase. Let me see. We should be okay, though. Let me see. They just don't see how, like, this lot has so much stuff on it. We have all the plants and objects, but it's just disappearing in the zoom. So I've already tried to, like, fix settings to not do that, but it's finicky. It's finicky. These are not showing up at all. All of this, that park, the bar. It's there, but not cooperating. This slot over here. There's everything there. Love that. Okay. So what now? Let me see. I can continue with the resort. Let me see. I don't know how much longer I've got left in me. I am kind of getting a little sleepy, but we'll try. We'll try. Let's send some floor up here. Oh, we do need some elevators, though. We need elevators that go up on the inside. And then we can create some rooms. That'll be fun. This floor, though, I don't know, you guys. I don't really know what to do with this space. And the fact that we have the roof coming through it. A little janky right now. A little janky. But I do like, look, plastic? No. Wait a minute. I can delete these? I had no idea. Hold on. We might be in luck. Might be in luck here. We are good to go. Look at that, you guys. We can actually delete that. That's great. Makes my life a lot easier. Hooray, hooray. Okay. Now, if we don't lag, that'd be wonderful. Okay. Oh, these areas are so dark because I have no windows. Oops. Bring these back over here. Okay. I hate that move objects always does that. You have to kind of reinsert the windows. Not too huge of an issue, but... Okay, it's looking more structurally intact. That's a good thing. I think we can knock out these walls. Not necessary, and we'll... Okay. Oop, we're missing a little bit of this. A little bit of siding over here. Right. I am liking it so far. I do have to make sure, however, that we can get down here. I put some really ugly stairs. These are some really ugly stairs, you guys, but it'll be cohesive, I promise. In due time. Let me go back over here. Have our test sim. Let's have him visit. What the heck is this? Oh, it's somebody running away. Elder, I think. Is he going to the park? Going to the park. I love watching Sims just randomly use the lots. That's the most fun part, honestly. Is seeing how Sims use your lots once you make them. I like this park though. Yoga, gazebo with an artist easel, a campfire, picnic area, and a playground. Pretty complete for the most part. Oh, no problem, Kitty. Thank you so much for popping on in. I appreciate it. I might be doing a New Year's stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm very, like, undecided on what I'm gonna do tomorrow. We will see. I might be here again. Good night. Thank you so much for popping on in. We're gonna give this resort a try. Let's do the cheap room. Let's see. Love it. Okay, and let's go down here. I'll probably be heading off soon anyway, you guys, so no worries. I'm sure a lot of us are asleep. Let's see if we can go downstairs. Ow. Almost swore. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. He's going down. He's going down. I think he'll be able to make it. Is she going downstairs as well? He's also going downstairs. They're using it though. They're using it. So, there we go. Love that for us. To be fair, there's nothing else to do at the resort yet, so I kind of expect them to just go downstairs. Let me see. Got 2 fairies checking in. Wow. Anybody else? I'm gonna see if I can add in a pool really quick, and then I think we'll call it an evening. Let's see. It's a labor of love, you guys. It's a labor of love. Okay. Time for the pool. All right, so get the trash can. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Not sure about how the pool's gonna look, but let me just lay down something. Oh my god. Oh no. Because of the giant basement. Okay, okay. I was like, why is that a problem? Put it over here. I'm gonna stylize the basement a little bit because it is very janky. Okay, hold on. I have to make sure that the tower doesn't pop up. I don't know, gamer. I'm actually not sure. She didn't seem to react to it, so I'm guessing no. If you said something else, I also didn't see it either. If you said like good night or something, it didn't pop up, unfortunately. Okay. I need my fuel. I need my music. All right. So we'll still have the stream music, but I'll have to listen to my own tunes. I wish I could play them, but obviously because of YouTube and to an extent Twitch, I'm very iffy about copyrighted songs. But if you hear me singing, you might recognize a tune or two. Well, gamer, they're going to sleep, so I don't think they're going to answer anymore. I think they may have left already, fortunately. All right, you guys. A cheat. A cheat over here. see what we got on the playlist. Our house came on. It's very fitting for building. Oh my goodness, it's Vampire Darling, the Queen of the Fanged. You always come at the right moment, Vampire. It's always when I'm losing steam. But welcome, welcome. I'm listening to my own music in the background here. Okay, I'm feeling some 90s R&B. Maybe I'll sing for you guys. So bad. All right, well, we do need a pool. I might try to make it a little bit fancier, but I don't have a lot of faith. Oh, this song is so good. I wish I could play it for you guys. I love some Keith Sweat, some good old R&B. But have you been, Vampire? Are you streaming tonight or no? Oh, you like my haircut? Thank you. Yeah, I got it last week, right before the holidays. Okay, let us do... We're gonna match the roof. We're trying to match the roof of the building. Doing well. How was your day? I was doing a lot of running around today and taking care of my ill friend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It was a pretty productive day, I would say. I got the workout in. I was working on my syllabus. My syllabus for next semester. Watched some television. Pretty peaceful. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think that's kind of the big mystery of I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Wait, what color is this? Let me see. That's the color. I hope your friend will be alright, though. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Ooh, Maya. Hello, Maya. Won't be streaming tonight. It will be tomorrow, though. Okay, that's fair. I was thinking of doing Date Everything. I really wanted to play that game. And honestly... I don't want to get into it too much, but... The year... didn't end on the best note for me, so I was like, I need a little pick-me-up. I need something fun. Oh my, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but if you guys have been watching a certain hockey romance, I am on the final episode, but I have not watched it just yet. For anybody who like has not seen it, it is very adult. So when I saw the first couple episodes, I was like, "Ooh, this is." It feels like you're watching an adult film for a second, but the story definitely gets a lot better as opposed to just seeing that kind of content. Glad you had a productive day. Working out is really good, right? Gotta get the energy up for sure. Slowly getting back into work. Funny enough, it's it's a weird thing to think that your work can, how do I say it? It's funny to think how your work can sometimes like save you in certain ways, because for me, teaching, teaching has brought me a lot of joy. I like having that interaction. It's a very fun environment, so I am happy to be teaching again soon. Like I said, it's a rare instance where work can save you in a weird way. I went into like this period of depression after the semester ended back in the summer, and I was going through some other things, so it just didn't help just working remotely and just not really engaging with a lot of people. And it was my fault because I was also not streaming very much, so there's also that. But I'm looking forward to teaching again. I'm glad I don't go too long without doing it. Maya, oh, I've heard of it. Yeah. It's intense. It's very intense. But the stories are very interesting. They definitely, at the core of the storyline, it's very relatable for gay men, but just also a lot of, you know, queer individuals in general. Like, I watched the show and I related to a lot of the content, you know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting where things are headed. Yes, just getting out of the house for a couple hours clears mind tremendously. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think if there's one thing, well, there were a few things like for everybody here, and I think you guys have been like along the journey with me as well. I think it's one of the interesting things about being a streamer is that inevitably you share part of your life and your struggle with your viewers. You know, even when I do my tarot readings, I often do the same thing. I'm glad you found a career that gives you an outlet. Yeah, for sure. It gave me a lot of financial stability too, so I was really glad about that. The thing that I think I benefited the most was having that interaction. Oh my god. There's a terrible sad song that's playing right now, you guys. If you've ever seen Pocahontas, it's the song called If I Never Knew You. And I'm listening to the version sung at the end of the movie by John Cicada and Shanice. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents, you guys. I just yes, but yes, you are right, Vampire. I'm glad it is an outlet for sure. For me, it's very important to have like a sense of purpose. And especially when I feel like there are other areas of my life that are not going so well, I think that's always important to like remember like why you're here, you know, what you're doing, the impact that you want to make on the world, you know. Especially in this like state of the economy and the political situation. Oh goodness, it's very easy to spiral, you know. I don't know what to do with this roof. I like this texture, but I can't magically place it on this roof. Unfortunately. So easy, yeah. Unfortunately. Oops. Okay, not that one. But yeah, I think there was a lot of challenges this year for sure. I think for most people, 2025 was messy. It was very messy. Just looking back, things are definitely better, but at the start of the year, it was bad. I was terminated from a job. There was this huge and very stupid situation that was happening that I felt like I was treated very unfairly. I lost this opportunity. I had been seeing somebody that was, to my understanding, cheating on me. I wasn't doing well financially. There was just so much in the beginning of this year, and I know that a lot of people were in a very similar boat. I had like many friends either on stream or in real life who were just dealing with terrible luck with just many of the same things that I had. Horrible luck with careers, friends being like laid off or quitting because they couldn't take jobs anymore, or just being mistreated at work. I always see a lot of people struggling with relationships. That's one of the most popular things that I look into when I do tarot. You know, obviously money is always a concern. And with the state of things, it's just, oof, oof. Messy, messy. But we carry on. We're still trekking, you know. My mom always said, hey, you know, if you got your health, you got a roof over your head, you're gonna be all right, little by little. That lyric was great, you guys. I'm listening to, on the side, I'm listening to I Like You. It's a song by Post Malone and Doja Cat. It's a couple of years old, but I had to laugh at one of the lines. As well as food in the fridge and one close friend, you're good. Yeah, for sure. I think the thing I struggle with Vampire is, like, I'll just be honest, and I mean, most of you guys know me, my personal life when it comes to relationships has been, oof. It's been like an ongoing tragedy since last year. It has been very tumultuous. There were some like great moments, but collectively it's been very rough, very disappointing. And my social life is not the best either, I would say. I have friends, but, you know, I have friends that, you know, have their own lives, or friends that live far away. So it's very hard to, it's just very hard to, like, foster that. Which is why streaming is always a nice outlet. And I know that there are people like me who enjoy streaming because of that, you know. And I wouldn't say I'm like socially avoidant or anything, or I'm shy. I'm definitely not shy, but it's just hard making healthy friends. That's the thing. It's hard making healthy friends. Especially being an adult and also not working, like working physically in a location. It's even harder that way. Even if I was, I wouldn't be like actively making friends. People I work with, I kind of treat them as like their own entity. So that's the difficult part. That's the difficult part. Is it's like, how as an adult do you make those connections? Relationships are already hard, and friends are also difficult to form as well, friendships. Maya says agreed, yeah. We do what we gotta do. So I think for me, you guys, I think that's why, for me, and maybe this is the same, not for everybody, but I think some people may feel this way, where when I go into relationships, I'm also hoping that they can also be You know, obviously not just a lover, but like a best friend. You know what I mean? My best friend was my ex and still is, but he's just not available anymore. You know what I mean? Even though we resolve things, he just lives far away. He works long hours. So, you know, apart from that, I still have my other friend who lives nearby, but, you know, she has her own life with her wife. I have another friend that lives also far away, and she's also not doing too well. So it's very hard to just have a social circle when everyone's off doing their own thing, or they're, you know, dealing with their own issues, you know. So every time I would try to like start a relationship, I would do it in hopes that, you know, it would also be someone, you know, socially I could relate to and have fun with. But when it would fall through, it's like I lost two things at once. That's what it would always feel like, you know. So I lost like that romantic outlet, I lost like that social outlet at the same time. And, you know, after a while, it just gets very... It gets exhausting, honestly. But yeah, if it's not obvious, I lost a connection I had very recently. And I'm just trying to keep it together. I'm just trying to keep it together, you guys. I am a person that can unfortunately spiral if I ruminate on things too much. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be strong as much as I can. Consistency is hard to maintain, yeah. In many ways. In many ways. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's even more unfortunate knowing that for... Honestly, and this is not to be like, how do I say this? As objectively as I've been looking at like the situation with things that I've been experiencing in my personal life, I have just been let down by so many people over and over again that I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know what to think anymore. I used to go down that rabbit hole of like, I used to go down that rabbit hole. Do you think social relationships are harder now versus the past, 90s, etc., even though we were young? Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think people are becoming a little bit more, not unfriendly, but I think some people are just like, oh, you're good, vampire. Maya, yeah, I think yes, because people are going through their own struggles. I think people are also kind of like less sure of how to navigate social interactions these days too. I think for me, it's one of those things where it's like, how do I say it? I feel very comfortable socializing. Like, you know, I can go out to eat, hang out at the mall, at the park. Like, I'm good. I can talk on the phone. You know, you guys know me. I'm a gabber, but like, it's that initial thing of like, what is a healthy way to go about making this friendship? You know, I don't want to like pressure the other person or like stumble upon the wrong person, or, you know what I mean? It's just weird. Like, what's that dynamic look like? That's the difficult part, because a lot of our lives can be very isolated, especially with technology. So now it's a matter of like, okay, what is the way I go about finding this friend? How can we both not make it awkward for each other? You know what I mean? Of like, okay, we're adults, but we need socializing, but we're also not necessarily looking for something romantic or something where it's like, oh, we're like besties, hashtag besties forever. That's the thing. And I think it even affects young people too, not just, you know, people like me who's at this point, I'm just an adult. I'm not even a young adult anymore, you know. So that's the hard part. So yes, I do think it is definitely harder. These are not the final colors, by the way. These colors are really bad. I'm just trying to figure out what I want here. Not the awful colors. The rock almost looks interesting. It kind of matches, but it matches almost a little too much. Okay. Let's go. I feel like there's a need to go finer or darker. I'm not sure. This pool is a mystery to me. Yeah. That one. What is it? Oh, it's like, okay, I see. It's like a cream tile down there. Okay. Because we could do the rocks. It might be a little too similar, but you know, I'm considering options here. This feels too cheap to me. This feels like a YMCA pool or something. No offense to YMCA, but this is just like a higher end resort here. So let me see. This was the stone. The only issue with the stone is I feel like the floor should also be stone, but I might be able to pair it with something else. Let me see. Might be able to pair it. Let's see. Man, why does everything look so blue? Everything looks so blue. I mean, this is blue, but it's not quite that. Let me see. Can I do more of a cream, maybe? Where it matches the rock just a little bit. I'm gonna change the wood though. I don't like the wood flooring. I just kind of laid it out to see where things could sit. Let me see. Twitch stream is very finicky though. I don't know. There we are. Okay. Problem is, I don't know what to do for that area. I have this, but I probably won't use it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. Okay. We're not going to do that. I don't like the marble, though. No, doesn't look good. Maybe this. That's all right. It's not too bad, but... I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure what to do here. That's the thing I envy about The Sims 4, is that there are limited options, but it's easier to choose. Because I was thinking something like this, like just around the perimeter almost. And then we can do something else for the other section. Ooh. Didn't give myself a lot of clearance. Okay. I'll work on it though. Vampire has returned. Yeah, too much customization for sure. Right layout, not the right textures though. I'm gonna fix this, but oh crap. I was gonna put plants there. Oh man. Okay, okay, I'm gonna put plants there. Okay, hold on. But yeah, getting back to what we were talking about, Vampire, for me, and I know a lot of people go through this. It's just like the pain of relationships, but I'm just kind of hitting that breaking point of like just being tired of it, kind of, where everything always like falls through, and I do everything I can to, you know, put effort into a relationship, and I don't think I've ever gotten it back. I only not even then. No, I never get it back equally. I think it's the most frustrating thing ever. And I don't know. It's just very frustrating. And I do tarot, and I always do love readings. I know that so many people are in the same boat. That's the worst thing of being the one to put in the effort into care, and then the other person just never follows through. And it never phases them. I think that's the most upsetting thing. That's the real kick in the nuts, if you will. It always ends like that, where the other person just is like, okay, it's done. And I'm sitting here like, that's it? That's all you were willing to give for this? You know what I mean? And it's happened over and over again. I wonder why that is. Yeah, I wonder that too. But it's definitely not like an isolated thing, you know? I think honestly, you guys, it's people not knowing what they want. Oh, you were in ads. Okay, no problem. I was saying Vampire, yeah, it's just, well, I think you caught some of it. It's just people just never, at least from the ones that I've encountered, I just never see effort at all. And it's always this notion of like, yeah, it's always, for a lot of the people that I had been with in the past couple of years, it's like, oh, well, they're like, wanted something serious and then lost interest, didn't want to put in effort, had other things that were more important to them. And I have nothing, I cannot do anything about that. You know what I mean? So after a while, it gets frustrating, you guys. Like, it comes to a point where I'm like, I don't know what to do. Lost sleep over it, sobbed over it, and at this point I'm like, wait a minute, what if they're just all bad matches at this point? You know what I mean? Because I'm a pretty mature person. I'm not going to be the person to just play the victim because, oh, poor me. You know, I sit through every relationship and think, you know, what happened here? What went wrong? What was not communicated? Were things incompatible? And, you know, at the end of the day, I honestly look and said, I've done everything I could, you know? I put in a lot of effort. I was emotionally there, tried to make a good time, you know, did the lovey-dovey, if you know what I mean. You know, all the love languages. I love all the love languages. I think they all have their time and place, but I think just people don't know what they want. And to be honest, that's a problem that's beyond love as well. It's not just an issue about relationships. That's an issue with a lot of people in general. They just don't know what they want. That also goes into career. That goes into, you know, their sense of purpose. But the nasty thing is that these people don't know what they want, and then they go out and date when they shouldn't be dating. And then there are people like me who unfortunately have to endure their indecisiveness or their lack of commitment. And it's very frustrating. When I do tarot, one of the cards that is pulled a lot is the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and that pretty much is a card about one person putting in all the effort and then not getting that same effort from their partner. A lot of people unfortunately get the card of Two of Swords comes up a lot, where they're invested in the relationship and the other person's always on the fence. They're always thinking, do I really want this person? Do I want to commit? Do I want to take this seriously? Or do I just want to like end things and try somebody new? It's a very what's the word I'm looking for? It's such a very brash way of thinking. You know what I mean? Obviously, if there are like immediate deal breakers, totally end it. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think at the end of the day, people just don't know what they want. They act out of haste, or they act out of like being like excited by the idea of a relationship, but when they actually get into one, they're like, ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I want this. You know? It's very messy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Acting off of the feeling and not sitting with the thought. Absolutely. And like I said, there are just people that shouldn't be dating. I can tell like the lack of regard for the other person a lot of times. You know, at the very least, like the person that I was with last was more respectful about it. But it's still a very frustrating experience, you know. I think a really good piece of advice, though, for anybody, including myself, who just struggles with love and just finding the right person. One of the best pieces of advice that anybody has told me is that, let me remember how it's worded. I gotta remember how it's worded. It pretty much says something like, it's still better to be by yourself and single and alone rather than being stuck with the wrong person. And that is absolutely true. That is always the better alternative. Even if it means like a harsh breakup, it's still better to be alone than to be stuck with the wrong person. And I speak from experience because, you know, I was with somebody who I did love for a long time, but it was not a good match, and we had so many issues, and it felt even worse remaining with them. And I know it felt the same way for them too, where it was like, wow, this is just not going anywhere we're doing, you know? So that statement couldn't be more true. Okay, now... Yeah, we have enough room to walk through. So I want to put some of those shrubs over here. Let me see. Do the skinny ones. Could do these. The lighting is not the best. I hate that it's so dark over here. But I guess we can't control that. We have to, like... We gotta make do over here. Gonna be alright. Let's see. Trees could be nice. Oh my lord. Not that one. Not that one. Like the look. It didn't come out evenly, but it'll be okay. I think there. The trees are flying away. I repeat, the trees are flying away. There we go. The trees had enough too. The trees were giving up. Oh goodness. All right, let me see. Something is off here. Yeah, the trees were like, F the S, we're out of here. Okay, I gotta do some math now. Or I can optically just put them in the middle. It's right about here. There we go. There you go, trees. There you go. Put some flowers here, let me see. That was great. Ooh, okay, these are changing size, which... That's great, but not here. I don't want that. Let's see. Isn't that good old landscaping? Filtering for the right size. There we go. Lovely. Okay, it's looking better. I think we need more landscaping. I do like some of the wilderness landscaping, the ones that look kind of like part of the world, but I think we gotta push some of it back. Kind of like encroaching upon this area. There we go. Still not sure about this thing. I don't know about any of this. I feel like I'd be able to landscape this much more easily in The Sims 4. I just think like the options are a little bit more like pre-configured for you. A lot of these just feel really old, and I think it might also be like this is where like Sims 3 kind of shows its age, where, you know, a lot of these I can just see on old homes, like in the 2000s. Doesn't look too tasteful. I have to find maybe the better combination for these. Yeah, a lot of these are like Like, we can work with it, but it's like, you know. We can do better, y'all. I don't know what the answer is just yet, but we can do better. Let's see. We do need some areas to relax on. Maybe I can do a little bit of shrubbery here. Oh, snap. What's wrong over here? What's wrong? This is the wrong one. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Same thing over here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I think more shrubs could be all right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Arena and the Diamonds. Hippocrates. I love that song. Yeah, you let it go. Oh, thank God. I thought we had another flying tree situation. We're good. We're good. Give this a little bit. Right? I might change this, but I think for now, this is gonna be good enough. Hopefully. Oops, oops, oops. Hold on. Nope. Trying to like keep it in the middle, but moving on me. Okay, 1 second. All right, making progress. I don't really mind the smaller flowers here. Okay, that's pretty consistent. Like I said, I might change it, but I think for now we should be good. It'd be cool to do this. I thought about using this. Do like that a lot. Okay. But maybe something like this. What do we think? And then I wanted to have like a few loungers out here. It's a possibility. Oh no, it's freezing, freezing. Work with me, Sims 3. It's been a long night. Doing its weird thing where the camera just lags. Okay, okay. Work with me, Sims 3, work with me. We can do this together. Okay, here we go. Let me go back and save, because I'm not going to take any chances, you guys. No chances are being taken here. Absolutely not. Okay. Save. At some point, you guys, I have to start banging out these shells, though, because there are a lot to get through. Especially, I'm not like a huge fan, honestly, of designing residential homes unless the home is very unique. So my game plan is to knock out all the shells at some point. Not in one shot, obviously, but to do all the shells and then go back and furnish. I'm gonna probably furnish almost like EA, where some homes will be much more empty for the sake of customizing, but the ones that will have the characters that are more like I don't even know the words. The ones that will have more specific characters with more specific storylines, if you will, those will be more fleshed out. That's the game plan there. Ooh, I do kind of like that. Do that. Let's do that. Ooh. I don't know where that goes. It just disappeared. It goes into some kind of oblivion. There we go. All right, and let's go. No windows over here either. Ooh. What was I doing? What was I doing, you guys? Yeah. Man. There, okay. Love that for us. Love it. Will you stream and or make videos on the interior parts? Yes. Oh, for sure, Vampire. I won't be doing individual videos. That's just too much editing, but yes, I'm gonna stream all of it for sure. Funny enough, I can do a lot more building streaming than without streaming. Because building is a very lonely process, especially with something this large. So I do like being able to connect and let you guys see it, as opposed to doing it all in silence, like offline, you know. I think it's looking pretty good though. It feels very believable, I think, that this is like a ritzier, semi-historic neighborhood. I love this area here. I could almost start doing the shells on the sides. These are all going to be done in like the Cape Cod nautical style. Mm-hmm. The rabbit hole works, which is great. We started on some of the interior, but there's just so much, honestly. There's a lot. There's a lot there. What is this? Oh, the fairies. I was like, what the hell? There's like magic sparkles randomly there. Which is being weird. It actually is not loading my... Shows it on my tablet, but... there it is. Okay. Okay, and for the furniture, let's see. This is kind of hard because it's supposed to be nautical, so I'm like, maybe something like this. Some of the other ones feel a little bit too modern. This should be all right. I don't think I can fit two unless I ride the edges. If I go like this. I very, very badly want there to be two like this. Let me see if it works. We're gonna change the ugly cow print. Okay, let's see. So let's do this. Okay. Oh, somebody else came here. Ooh, who are you? Oh, I think she's one of the... Is she one of the Sims that I made over? I kind of just quickly made over some of the Townies, I think. Might be her. Otherwise, she actually looks pretty good. Let's see. Considering she's like a random Townie. She looks pretty good. She's cute. I may have given her a super quick makeover with the packs that I had. Just, she looks pretty good to me. I think she looks pretty good. I might have just give her like I might have given her a quick makeover just on a whim. But we're bringing our guy back. Is she gonna work the counter? No, she's going downstairs, I think. Either that or to the pool. Let's see. She's going to the pool. Okay. See. I want to turn on all the lights though. There we go. Oh, she just came and chilled out. Okay. But I need to know if this one works. Let's see. I think it is because he's already on his way. Okay. Oh. They actually look like a really cute couple.
Happy nerves.
I could see these two being together.
Sharkuni.
That's cute. He's partially in the bush, but it's okay. It's not bad. We have a random light here. What the hell? Why do we have a random light here? What's going on? So weird. Not the random light. Dang, she went skinny dipping. Grandma went skinny dipping. Grandma was not playing around.
Oh!
He's cheering her on. This game is hilarious. Oh my god. Went skinny dipping with Grandma. Can she not get out of the pool? It's not because she's old, is it? Don't tell me she's gonna die in this pool. I mean, she got herself into it, so... And there's a lot of space to get out. Can she just not get out? Is it because she's too old or something? Does she not have the strength to pull herself out of the pool? I don't understand what's going on. Let's see, because my guy can get out. He can't get out either? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I forgot this isn't The Sims 4. I thought they could get out of the pool in Sims 3, but I guess I'm mistaken. The Sims jumped in knowing, or at least they should have known, that there was no ladder. And knowing that that was the only... that was their only way to get in and out of the pool, they just, you know... Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. There's 2 over there, and I'll put 2 more over there. Oh, Sims. Oh, Sims. Okay. We don't have any lights, though, so that needs to be fixed. The other thing, too, is I don't really like the wood tone on this. So... Oh, that's that. Okay. You know, what if... Oh man, it's not here though. Thought about doing the wood that's over here. That could be interesting. Let me see. I don't think I can match it too well though. I can almost do it, but I think it's a little bit too dull. something in the territory. I'm not entirely opposed to that. Let me see. These are like different shades of wood, I think. Yeah, they're okay. Really mind that. But the white does blend better. Was it this one? It was this one. Okay. Okay, well, we're not going to drown anymore. To be safe. Let me fix the chairs. I think this is the last thing I'll do, you guys, because I am kind of low on energy. But we made decent progress. We've enclosed this area. Got the pool down. We started figuring out the inside barely, but it's progress. Okay, it's progress. It was a long evening, okay? It is still progress nonetheless. Let's see. Oh, these all have that blue. Okay. Not a big fan, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll probably change the bottom as well. I think I had something different, but then I guess it defaulted back. That's too bad. Okay. For those... I don't hate it. Don't hate it, but let me see. Is there an opportunity to do something a bit more nautical? Maybe some stripes over here. Bubbles. Let's see. I think it'll be stripes. Or that's even not too bad either. It's kind of interesting. This... Not quite that. That is very nautical, which is not bad. We can do something like this. Brighten this up. Some shade of green. Love it. Okay. Vampire says, it looks very nice and I love the purple flowers landscape. Oh, thank you, Vampire. I'm trying. I might go back and vary some of the landscaping, but I just want to have something there, you know? Something that's already cohesive. I might add like some white or yellow flowers or something. I had like some blue, was it like hydrangeas or something? Whatever these are. So I might go and bring them back. There's just not like a lot of space for them. But there is an opportunity to maybe shift these over a little bit. I'm like, should they have been over here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I like the aspect of it being built in, though. I can also do like a small fence. I think. Let me see. Love the shrubs, if I can fit them in. Oy vey, I don't know if I can fit them in. I love these, honestly. I know they look a little too perfect, but I do like the way they look. Could have done... Nah, it's too big. I do like the fence, though. I like the idea of a fence here. Let me see. Let me figure it out. Could move this over here. Oh my god, good thing I did not play this song on stream. It's Doja Cat, so what do you expect? Okay, let me see. So I could do something like this. I hate this lag, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I do want a fence. I do want a fence of some kind. Something to block in this. If not, I'll just do the shrubs. Because I was looking at... Oh, even this could be nice if it was done in all white. I could actually see it working. I don't use it anywhere else. Maybe I should have used it over here. But this is what I was thinking. To do this. I was thinking this. That's not bad. Like slightly duller than what... Take that. Go this way. Vampire, I'm curious, and for anybody here, not just Vampire, any favorite artists? Any artists I should check out, or ones that you guys listen to a lot? I have a very eclectic variety of people that I listen to. And I wouldn't say that any of them are super, super obscure. Some of them are, but it's just more of like the variety, if you will. Like, what do we jump around? We've got Lana Del Rey, Post Journey, got TLC in here, Katy Perry, Fleetwood Mac, Iris, Black Keys, Bobby Brown, Michael Jackson, Tina, SZA. What else do we have? Bon Iver, Empire of the Sun, good old Sabrina Carpenter, Sarah Bareilles. Family of the Year. I used to have more songs by them, but no. John Lennon, T Swift, Shout Out Louds, Studio K-I-L-L-E-R-S. Zap. I love me some Zap. Spice Girls is even in here. Bee Gees. Walk the Moon. Genevieve. That's a newer artist I found that I liked. Daniel Caesar I like a lot. He's a newer artist I also found. Doja's in here. Well, Fergie. Ferg. Sia. I have to add more of her songs. And Chromeo. I also have to add more of their songs. Foster the People. Tame Impala. Have some of their stuff. Interesting medley. Def Leppard's in. Lord Huron. Brother Tiger, more obscure one. Keith Sweat. Love some Keith Sweat. Alexander O'Neill. Conan Gray. Need to get more music from him. Iron and Wine is in here. John Kingston, that's a throwback. Need more songs from T-Pain as well. Tesla Boy, I love them. Let's see. 34. I'm a Ray. Not familiar. And Wonder Girls for K/J-pop. Interesting. I don't know a lot of K-pop groups. I have song Cupid in here by 50/50. I know of New Jeans. I think that's about it. If you can count the people from K-pop Demon Hunters, I guess. I forget their name in the movie. I forget like their group name. What are they called? Huntrix. There was like a J-rock band, I think called like Shonen Knife, and they sang this song for the Powerpuff Girls a long time ago. I think they're called Shonen Knife, but they're considered J-rock, not J-pop. I used to have some instrumentals by the Yoshida brothers, but they are like shamisen players, or not. They don't really sing. But yeah. Acapella, Cyanide, New Roses are all good songs from Daniel Caesar. Ooh. So the ones that I have from him, I'm gonna check those out. Let me see. Acapella, Cyanide. Let me take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of your chat. He's got a very interesting sound. It's very like, it's very indie. It's very indie and very almost like, I almost want to say bluesy, but not in like the classical blues kind of music. Ooh, Within Temptation, Breaking Benjamin, Starset, and Evanescence. I know Breaking Benjamin and Evanescence. Not familiar with a lot of the other ones though. With Temptation, Starset. Interesting. It seems like you listen to like a lot of what would that be called, Hezekiah? I'm thinking of like alternative rock, punk rock kind of thing. Is that kind of your vibe? I bounce around a lot. I am all over the place. So like in the right moods, I will listen to like, you know, I love 90s R&B. That's one of my favorites. I love like some good indie folk. Sometimes when I'm in the mood, it's disco or like 80s pop / like 80s classic rock. What else? Sometimes top 40, even top 40 of the past, for like pop music. I used to really like movie instrumentals, like cinematic instrumentals, but I don't listen to those as much. Some electro pop is really fun, and like synth wave, like retro wave music I do like too, but it's been so long I haven't gone through my library with those. I did have some Spanish songs that I also like, but those are kind of all over the place in terms of genre. They're mostly the same genres I listen to in English. That makes sense. But I don't have any on my playlist at the moment. I started listening to the Marias, though. That's like a newer group I've listened to, and they definitely sing in Spanish. They're very indie. The Marias, I don't even know who I would compare them to. The Marias. They do sound a lot like an older Hispanic artist, but I can't think of their name. She was popular for the song Ojos Tristes, which means like sad eyes. Oh, El Muchacho con los Ojos Tristes. I just don't remember her name. Also like 80s and 90s Mexican pop or rock. Oh, for who? For the artist I'm thinking of? I'm not even sure if she was Mexican. She may have been from another Latin American country. I would say mostly they're pop, I think. Let me see. Yeah, there's like various songs that I know. My ex used to love Gloria Trevi. Like Gloria Trevi is like, you could say she's almost like Madonna. Although Gloria Trevi has had more success with maintaining her popularity in like the Latin world, the Latin music world, compared to Madonna and the American, like the, the US market, if you will. I didn't really like a lot of her songs, but I do remember a lot of them. A lot of the power ballads I did like from Mexican, like classic pop and rock. Ricky Martin, oh yeah, Ricky Martin did make some strides over here. We have like Enrique Iglesias, for example, Shakira. There were a lot of them that did have their presence here in the US too, for sure. Aaliyah, who else? I guess you can count J-Lo. I'm not like a huge J-Lo fan, but Selena had some songs that started to become more popular in like the English speaking music, if you will. But obviously she had a lot of songs in Spanish. My favorite song from her, funny enough, like Dreaming of You is really good. And I always loved Dame un beso, which means give me a kiss. That song she did a little bit farther back in her career. It's a little bit more traditional. Like, it sounds a little bit more like traditional Mexican music, but it's a really sweet song. So there's that one. Javi is a Spanish artist I like. I've never heard of them. But yeah, I'm picky. I'm not like a huge fan of a lot of like the traditional like Latin genres, just because it's not really my taste of music with like their instruments and things like that. Like I absolutely despise the accordion. I don't care like what culture it comes from. Any song with the accordion, like anything that sounds like polka or like banda, I just don't like. I just can't do it. There are just certain instruments that just, I can't handle. I just can't do it. Yeah, I think so too, Hezekiah. Yeah, her life was cut too short. It's kind of like the Aaliyah situation. Imagine if she was alive. I really wonder what Beyonce's would have. I wonder like what Beyonce's success would have looked like if Aaliyah was still around. Because Aaliyah had like America's heart. And I don't think people like Beyonce in that same way of like America's sweetheart, like the beloved, like, you know what I mean? Like it's a certain energy that people really like from her, on top of being a really good artist. You know what I mean? I would bet that Beyonce would not be as popular if she was still alive. And if Selena was still alive, she would definitely make a huge dent in the music industry, not just like in both the Latin and like US, like English speaking, music. I don't know who she would displace. People always said, oh, well, J-Lo, because she was the one that played her in the biopic. That's very likely that J-Lo would not have been famous if she was still alive, because that opportunity for J-Lo was what opened up her fame, LOL, why I first thought when you said that was Beyonce who, right? Oh, Kali Uchi. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the song that she sings. Yeah. I remember. Oh, thank you for reminding me, because I do want to add her music as well. I remember it in my head, but I can't remember the words. What's it? I can't remember the words though. But I did have a song I liked from her. She was like singing in this retro dress and the whole room was pink or something. I think it was Moonlight. I think that was the song. But I did see a lot of her other songs too. Oh, there's always conspiracy. Hezekiah, yeah. For sure. For sure. It's like plot twist, everyone's still alive, they're just in hiding. Which in this, you know, in this world it wouldn't surprise me anymore. Nothing surprises me. I'm at that point, you guys. I'm at that point where nothing surprises me. You could tell me, oh, we're all in a computer simulation. I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. Aliens are invading tomorrow. Okay, sure. Yep. I'm a ghost. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We're all holograms. Absolutely. You never know. Nothing surprises me. Okay, so I like this, but I kind of want like a tree here. Let me see. Oh, I love some SZA. So the funny thing about SZA, you guys, I love SZA. She has a lot of great music that is just very R&B mixed with like some dream pop energy in there. But the funny thing about SZA is that her lyrics, though, she has great lyrics, but she'll have moments where she'll say something very vulgar, like she'll curse or say something very explicit, and it makes me laugh. Like I'm listening to Kitchen from I think it's SOS Deluxe when she did like that full giant album, and I love the song Kitchen, but she says some very vulgar things in that song, so I'm trying to like get in the mood with her easy breezy dreamy R&B, and then she like says some very explicit things about things in the bedroom. And I have to laugh. I'm like, oh girl, can we do a version that doesn't have those lyrics? Not that Jay-Z and Beyonce secretly. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one, Hezekiah. Oh. Nothing would surprise me, honestly. They have their little empire, so I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I will say, I will be honest with you guys. And of course, I'm not ever 100% accurate by any means, but I feel like, how do I say this? We all have those moments, right, where we meet people or we see people on TV and we just have a weird feeling about them. I don't know. With B, I never felt like I could 100% trust her. And obviously, you know, as a celebrity in Hollywood, there's always going to be something going on behind the scenes. Sometimes it might be crime. It could be some big dark secret. It could be theft, could be so many things, could be something worse. But there was just something about her that I just felt like I could never trust in her or her music. I don't know. There's just something about her. And people will say all kinds of things like, oh, you're being the R word or you're being this and that. I'm like, I don't know. There's just a weird feeling I get about her. And maybe it's because of the involvement with Jay as well, because Jay has been involved in some very questionable things. He's a man of a lot of influence and power, so I don't know if she fell prey to that. I have no idea, but there's just something about her that I've just never been able to resonate with her. I think maybe back then more so, but as time went on, I was like, I don't know. It's just something feels off. For whatever reason, I just can't put my finger on it. And it's funny because, like, I've had this conversation before, and, you know, to call me the R word doesn't make any sense because I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music from people of color, so I'm like, that's not that. But there's just a weird vibe I can't put my finger on. And it's been especially, like, the past... With her, I think it's been the roughly past, like, 10 or 12 years. Where there feels like more of an agenda of some kind. I don't know if it's political or if it's just strictly to just keep the numbers up and everything. It's the same thing I felt about, you know, T-Swizzle, if you know who I'm talking about. This recent album of hers, I was like, okay, I was more like, not on her defense, but I was more giving her grace in the past, but then the shift in energy in the recent album and her defense and everything, I was like, something's off with you too, girl. Like, I'm just not buying it anymore. Maya, you agree as well? Yeah, sometimes you just have those weird feelings. You're like, something is wrong. Something's calculated. Something's a little bit under the radar there. And, you know, I'm sure every famous person has their skeletons in their closet, but sometimes there's just like that weird feeling, you know? And it varies according to what it is. It's like, you know, is this person being insincere? Are they just in it for the money? Is there something darker going on? I don't know, but yeah, there's just something there. It might just be money with her and him, you know? To build up this empire and have control over maybe like other people in the industry, for example. And then with the T-Swizzle thing, I think like her cards are starting to show and a lot of people were not having it. For her, it definitely seemed, and she made it very clear that this was a numbers game for her, of like getting recognition, being at the top of the charts. So her intentions were just clearly much more selfish. With B, I don't know. I think there is something more to it, but I don't know what that could be. I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong, but usually when I have these feelings and over time things start to unveil, they're very true. Like, for instance, in the political realm, EK, you know who that is. She's a lady, EK. It's very clear who that is. I had never heard of this woman before. When CK was wiped out of the picture, I had never in my life seen this woman ever. The only time I had ever seen EK, an image of EK, it was right after CK was out of the picture, and I saw a picture of her, and I looked into her eyes, and I said, there's something very dark in this woman. There's something very wrong with her. And it took a little while for people to catch on, but especially now, like, seeing what she's doing, everyone's like, oh my god, something's wrong with her. She's like demonic, or she's like under mind control, or she's this and that. And I was like, I felt that months and months ago, the day that they had that conference and they had that one picture of her, long hair in the white suit staring in the camera. I'm like, something is dark in this woman. And it's not because of grief. It's not because of rage. There is something very dark in her. There is a very dark agenda and a dark energy. Like, it's beyond just simply being wanting revenge or grief. It's very deep, and it's disturbing. I don't know what is wrong with her. I thought for a little while that it was something demonic, and it may still be. There are other really crazy theories about her, but everyone caught on to it, especially like in the last month or so. But I was like, I'll be that person. I'm like, I called it. I looked at her, and I think I commented on a post. I'm like, something is deeply wrong with this woman. Even more so than her husband. Even more so than her husband. Right from the get-go, I was like, saw that one picture, not even her speaking, not even a video, just that one picture. I was like, something is very off. It's a very unnerving energy I got from her. It was the energy, honestly, of somebody, like, if she could just wipe out all her enemies in a snap, she would be that girl. she'd be that girl. And people very quickly agreed on all sides. Jay-Z always gave me bad vibes. Yeah, that's very quickly coming to light. And I think with the whole, you know, DIDDY, they definitely have connections to that. Like, let's be real. Let's be real with that. They definitely have connections to that. And there have been so many problematic, like, figures in the industry. You know, it's the whole, like, the EP files. It's the same kind of thing going on. But, oh my goodness, I'm sure there are so many layers that we can never get to the bottom of, if you will, but it's just so much darkness. There's money, there's crime, there's, you know, probably a lot of the R word and the ST word. Goodness. Scary world we live in. Calculated, Maya, yes, absolutely. The eyes, you guys. Oh my goodness, the eyes are very telling. At the very least, it seems like she might be having some kind of psychotic break. At the very, very least. But it's psychotic and sociopathic. The energy that she is giving. But it does almost feel like something is dark spiritually wrong with her as well. Like the switch flipped. I don't know. Definitely not to be trusted though. That gave me such an eerie feeling at what you said about her. Yeah, no, Maya, something is wrong. And the fact that I felt it as soon as I saw just one picture of her. I didn't even know who she was. I just looked at the picture. I'm like, oh, something. The energy that she has is not like it's not something I've seen in a long time. It's not the same energy as like a serial unaliver per se, but there is something very dark. And it is a darkness that would still affect many people in a negative way. You know? If you see clips of her talking about like judgment, for example, the way her like eyes flare like this, they kind of like glare. It's almost like there is something in her that almost like ignites, or like it's that whole thing that somebody did a comparison of her with the creatures in Scooby-Doo when they get into the humans. It's that same energy of something in her that's almost trying to hide itself. And if you believe in spiritual things, that belief also holds true for things that are like demonic or like darker, malevolent entities. And that's to say that I don't believe every single person on this planet has something dark in them if they are like a perpetrator of some kind. I believe a lot of people perpetrate crime just on their own as just regular human beings making horrible decisions, but yeah, no, something is terribly off with her. I said, you know, at the very least, I think there is some kind of scarily severe mental illness or mental break that she had. But I still think there's something spiritually wrong in her. I do believe there is a very high potential of that. Can't verify it, but yeah. We're talking about EK. You see her in the news everywhere. AKA the widow. You should know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, her blunder was hilarious. You'll have to look it up, Vampire, because I don't want to like be too overt with this conversation, but her blunder was hilarious. In one of the events. If anybody saw that. That was one of those blunders that's like, you said the quiet part out loud, as they say. Like, yeah, you just showed all your cards with that. She screwed up so bad that she said it like 3 times, and the 3rd time was the right time. Yeah, if you've seen it, you'll be like, oh wow, that's so awkward. That's like the equivalent of me doing something like, ow, dang it, hit my elbow. I'm trying to think of an example. That's the equivalent of me being like, I could do something. It was the equivalent of something like, oh, so glad to steal from you. I mean, heal from you. You know, it was one of those, and I'm like, girl, no, your horns are showing, girl. Go home. I do like these trees here. I want to keep the smaller ones, though. That's derangement? That's that... yeah, it is. Yeah. Can I get the... oh, here it is. Okay. I wish there was a way to cycle through the sizes, but I don't think there's a way to do that. I think this is looking pretty cute, though. I can't remember if there's a way... I can't remember if there's a way to build, like, a bridge over the pool. The thing I don't like about the pool is very square. So... I'm like, should I have made it narrower? Yeah, I think it looks a little better. Looks a little better like this. But yeah, very unsettling world we live in at times. Could very well be wrong about everything, but something's just not sitting right, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. It's a little better. Let's do some gray, though. Do some white in here. Ooh, wow, that's bright. Okay. Okay. So, let us save. Oh my god, 4 hours. Wow, I can't believe I've been streaming that long. It's been a long time since I've done a 4-hour or more stream. Let me see. Got lost in the conversation. But... closer left here. Hi, Charmaine. Oh my goodness. These are my clothes, but I can't get rid of them? Oh. Am I just in the nude over here? I don't think so. My character? My sim? I hope I can get rid of them though. Let's see. Still have some weird lights. I don't know why that's happening. It's so strange. I don't know why we're having those lights. We do have the check-in desk though, and at least we have this. Let's see, our Sims are right down here? Seems so. It's so funny having the giant rabbit hole down there. I mean, it works though. It works. And I made a pretty decent... little nook for them, honestly. It could have been so much worse. But there we go. I think I will leave it here though. I think we made a good amount of progress. The next time we work on this, I think we can take a small break from the resort. The resort has been taking a lot of time. But I think we can start doing the school. I did have like a pool over here behind the school, which could be interesting. So we'll work on that and then go from there. There's still a lot to do though. The areas that I'm most excited to work on, I would say, are this area. The supernatural area is going to be fun. The hidden beach, I love. This area is a lot of fun too. I think I have a sign here. Yep, I have a sign that goes down and then it just empties out into the beach. There's like a parking lot here, and then that leads out there. And then this island, I call like the slum island. It's not like a great name for it, but this will be fun. This is all going to be like mobile homes, older like one-story single family homes, if you will. There's like an old lumber mill here. So I do enjoy this area. I do want to play in this area a lot too. I actually enjoy this area more than the ritzy town up here. It's just gonna be a lot of rich folk living in this area. Yep, we have that resort there. We'll have the other properties. It'll be good. There's just a lot. There's a lot to get done, but yeah. But that is it, you guys. It's been a long night. Lots of interesting talks this evening. Always those deep talks. But I think I'll be back tomorrow. And if I am, I think we will be starting Date Everything. So if you guys are ready for some very interesting shenanigans, they're going to be dating literally everything. You can date the toilet in the game. All right. I think that'll be a fun game for us to play, something different. I played, like I said, I played a little bit of it, but only for like about an hour just to get through the tutorials. And some of the people, I think I've only talked to about like 5 of the people, and that's like 5 out of like, I don't even know. There's a lot of them. There's at least like 60 or 70 people to date, so that's a lot for sure. Yes, no problem, vampires. Sleep well as well. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, and if not, we will definitely plan for a stream later on in the week. All right, if I don't see you guys, have a happy new year. It is already the 31st. Oh my gosh. Let me see if we can raid out. I'm gonna raid out to Zimopti, so if you guys want to stick around, we'll raid out. For my YouTube friends though, farewell, and I'll see you next time. All right, see you later, guys.